Hey, good afternoon, second grade. We are ready for our math lesson. Today it's math lesson 9, so make sure you have your papers. We're going to count from $10 to $1,000 on a place value chart and an empty number line, okay? So that's the things that we're going to be working on today. But before we do that, let's start with our application problem. So make sure you have your application problem, okay? And we will get started. So our application problem today reads like this. Sarah earns $10 each week for weeding the garden. If she saves all of the money, how many weeks will it take her to save up $150? Ooh, let's listen again. Sarah earns $10 a week for weeding the garden. If she saves all of the money, how many weeks will it take her to save up $150? Okay, so let's get her information out. We know she gets $10 for a week. $10 for a week, okay? She wants to save $150. She wants to save $150, okay? So she gets $10 a week. She wants to save $150. How many weeks? How many weeks? Yeah, that's my question. How many weeks? I'm probably going to have to add somewhere. Okay, I could. Or I could just make some picture drawings. Okay? So if we know she gets $10 a week, let's draw some pictures. Okay? So here's $10. This is the first week, right? There's the first week. Here's another $10 for the second week. Okay? There's the second week. Here's another $10 for the third week. Okay? Here's another $10 for the fourth week. Okay? Well, if we count by 10, let's see how close we are to 150. 10, 20, 30, 40. Ooh, I have a ways to go. Let's draw some more. Here's $10 for the fifth week. $10 for the sixth week. $10 for the seventh week. $10 for the eighth week. Ooh, well, let's see. Let's count this again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's only $80. I still have to keep going. Okay. $10 for the ninth week. $10 for the 10th week. $10 for the 11th week. And $10 for the 12th week. Well, let's see what we have now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Oh, I'm still not to 150. Start some more. $10 for the 13th week. $10 for the 14th week, $10 for the 15th week. Just going to finish my row. $10 for the 16th week. Well, I've been putting 4 in a row, so I put 4 in a row. Well, let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. Ooh, there's my 150 right there. I'm going to put a little X right there. I know I don't need this one. I drew one too many, so I'm going to cross it out. I'm going to cross it out. Well, now I need to know. I've got my 150. That's what she wants. How many weeks is that going to take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 weeks. Okay, so for your answer on the back, it will take 15 weeks. It'll take 15 weeks for them to get it. 15 weeks. Wow. That is our application problem for today. We had to draw $10 bills, and I drew 4 at a time and counted until I got to the 15. Drew 1 extra, crossed it out. This was my answer. That's why I put my X, and then I wrote my sentence. It will take 15 weeks. Okay? And that is our application problem for today. Okay? Okay, now I just want to review what we're doing, what we have been doing. If I have $776, as we're talking in dollars today, and I want to get to that $900, I can write some numbers. But remember, once I get to a 10 number, I start counting by tens. Once I get to a hundreds number, I can count by hundreds. So I have 776. It's not a tens number yet. So I'm going to have to count by ones. So I would have 777, 778, 779, 780. Now I have a tens number because it ends in a 0. I have a tens number. Now I can count by tens. So I have 780. To count by 10 more, that would be 790. 10 more would be 800. Okay, now I have a hundreds number. Now I can count by hundreds. 800, 900, 900. Okay? I made it all the way up to $900. Okay? I counted. Here's by ones. And then once I got to this one, I counted by tens. Counted by tens till I got to this one. And then I counted by hundreds to get to my 900. Okay? So that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay? Well, let me show you this on a number line. Because that's kind of what we're also going to be doing. So, let's say I have a number line that looks like this. Okay? Here's my number line. I have $776. I want to get to $900. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to make hops. I'm going to make little jumps. Okay? I'm going to make little jumps. Okay. So I'm going to start here at 776. Okay? I know that I'm going to go, this would be 777. See? 777. This would be 778. And I'm moving them up and down so they're not so messy. 779. Actually, let me write that one down below. Let me write that one down below. Okay. So this one would be 779. This would be 780. Now I have my tens number. It's ending in a 0, so that's a tens number. Have it in at 0, so it's a tens number. Now I'm going to hop by 10. So I make that hop a little bit bigger. This is going to be 790. Got to go 10 more. This would make it 800. And then I have a bigger hop to get to 900. So my ones hops, my 10 hops are a little bigger. My hundreds hop is even bigger. I did it on a number line instead of just writing my numbers out. 776, 777, 778, 779, 780, 790, 800, 900. I just put it on a number line. Okay? I hopped along my number line. Okay? So let's practice doing some hops on a number line. Okay? So go on and get your paper. Okay? Go on and get your paper, your problem set. It looks like this. This is your problem set. Okay? It has lines on it for you. So the first line says we're going to start at 70 and we're going to end at 300. All right, we're going to start at 70, we're going to end at 300. Now, let me look at 70. 70 has a 0 here in the ones. It is a tens number. So I'm going to make a tens hop from 70 to 80. Here's my 80, okay? I'm going to make another tens hop to 90. I'm going to make another tens hop to 100. All I've done is hopped by tens. 70, 80, 90, 100. Now I have a hundreds number. I have 2 zeros. My 2 zeros. So I have a hundreds number. Now I'm going to hop by hundreds. I'm going to make that hop bigger. Here's my hop to 200. And there's my hop to 300. They get bigger in the hundreds. So I have a 70 to 80 to 90, 90 to 100, then to 200, then to 300. And I am still reading from left to right, just like I did with my other ones yesterday. From left to right. Okay? Well, let's try another one. That wasn't too hard. Let's try number 2. Okay? I have my arrow, my number line. And I'm going to start at 300. And I need to go to 450. I'm going to start at 300, and I need to go to 450. Okay. Well, this is a hundreds number. So I'm going to count because I'm going to jump by 100 because this is a hundreds number. 300, it's a bigger hop, to 400. I got from 300 to 400. That's my hundreds hop. But I got to get to 450. If I don't look at the 4, my 50, that is a tens number. So I'm going to hop by tens. 450, 410, 420, 430, 440, to my 450. I have one big hundredths top because 300 is a hundredths number, so I have all the way to 400. Then I'm going to hop by tens because that 50, I'm already in the 400s, that 50 is a tens number. I'm going to hop by tens. 410, 420, 430, 440 to 450. Okay? That's not too bad. Let's try another one. One of these times they're going to try to fool us. Okay, let's do number 3. Here's my number line. Okay, here's my number line. I'm going to start at 160, and I have to go to 700. Wow, that's long. 160 to 700. Well, if I look at this number, if I don't look at the 1, I know 60 is a tens number. 60 is a tens number, so I'm going to do some 10 hops. Okay? So, 160, that would take me to 170, to 180, to 190, to 200. Hey, those are my 10 hops. 160 to 170, 170 to 180, 180 to 190, 190 to 200. I still got to get to 700, so now I'm going to do some 100 hops. To 300, to 400, to 500, to 600, and to 700. 160 to 170, to 180 to 190, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. Okay? I just made my hops in either tens or hundreds. Tens or hundreds. Hey, let's do the last one on this page. Let's do number 4. Hey, on number 4, we're going from 700 to 870. Okay? I'm already at a hundreds number. 700 is a hundreds number. I want to get to 870. So I can do a hundreds hop. That gets me to 800. I'm in the 800s. I want to get to 870. So if I don't look at this 800, my 70 is a tens number. So I'm going to do my tens hop. Okay. 810, 820, 830, 840, 850, and I'm going to run out of space. Okay. 860, I'm sorry, I got too big, and 870. So, 700 to 800, 810, 820, 830, 840, 850, 860, 870. Okay, I did my hops. Okay. Well, let's try the back side of your paper. Because the back side, they're going to add some ones in here. We're going to have to maybe do some 1 hops. So, here's the next one. This is like number 5. Okay. I'm going to go from 68 to 200. 68 to 200. Well, I don't have a tens number yet, so I'm going to have to hop by ones. I don't have a tens number yet, so I have to hop by ones. 68, 69, 70. Now I have a tens number. So now I can hop to tens by tens until I get to 100. 70, 80, 90, 100. Now I have a hundreds number. I want to get to 200. So looky there. I have a big hundreds hop. A big hundreds hop. So I went from 68, 69, 70 to 80, 90, 100, and then hopped 100 to get to my 200. Okay? That's not too hard. Not too hard for you to do. We've been practicing counting like that. You should be able to hop. Okay? Let's try another one. Let's do number 6. Okay, here's number 6. We're going to start at 200, and we're going to go to 425. 425. Okay, I'm at 200. I have a 200s number, so I can hop by hundreds. 200 to 300. 300 to my 400. Oh, looky there. I'm at 400 now. I'm at 400. If I look here, though, I have a 25. So now I'm going to look in the tens. Because I don't have a tens number. I have a 5 there in the ones. I have a 5. So I need to make 5 more hops to get to a 10. So this will make it 405, 406, 407, 408. I'm going to run on the space. 409. Okay. 410. Uh-oh. That only got me to 10. Now, I can go to 425. I'm sorry, 420. Wait a minute, I did that wrong. Let me think a minute. What did I do wrong here? Let me go back. I'm sorry. Let me go back here. Let me erase this. Let me go back to right here. I am so sorry, guys. Let me get my line back up. I counted something wrong here. 425. 425. Reverse it. All right, from 200 to 300 to 400. Well, that's looking my tens. I have 2 tens, so let's do 2 tens hops. So this would be 410, 420. Now I can do my 5 ones. 421, 422, 423, 424, 425. So I went from 200 to 300 to 400. And then I looked at my tens. I wanted to go by tens. I need 2 10 hops. 410, 420. And then I needed 5 more hops. 421, 422, 423, 424, 425. That one, I told you they was going to try to trick us, and they tricked Mrs. Patterson. They tricked Mrs. Patterson. Okay? There are 2 left. Number 7 and number 8. Okay? You do not have to do those 2. Okay? If you want to try them, that's absolutely fine. But you do not have to do those. We are not going to do those 2. Okay? So, for your exit ticket 9, for your exit ticket, it's telling you that to do the same thing. On number 1, Jeremy counted from 280 to 435. So, they've given you the number line. You want to make the hops. Try to make those hops, okay? Try to do number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, try to do those problems for me for your exit ticket. Be careful. Sometimes you have to stop and go back and start again. I know it's really hard, okay? But I promise you, it'll be an easy one when it comes to the test, because I'm not here to fool you or to trick you. I'm here to show you, to teach you, to help you. And if I get it, I want to make sure that you know how to do it. So mine will be in a way that it will not be awkward like what this one was. Okay? Okay. Good luck with your math. Okay? And I'll be back in just a little bit to remind you of something else at the end of the day.